friends, what fuels the smartest, the strongest, or the fastest animals in earth? It all starts with nutrition. And today we are going to discuss in brief about nutrition. So without any further delay, let us start the talk. So friends, whenever I'm saying the word nutrition, what is nutrition actually? How can we define nutrition? So friends, nutrition can be defined as a process by which living organisms take in the food and utilize it for their survival. So in simpler words, it is the process by which whatever food they have taken, it is utilized for their growth, development and survival. So friends, there are many different types of nutrition present in the animal kingdom, and today we are going to discuss that only. So friends, first of all, I am going to give you the difference between the nutrition in plants and the nutrition in animal. So based on the property whether an organism can prepare food or not, it can be classified into two categories. What are these two categories, friends? That the one who can produce their own food is known as autotroph, whereas the one which cannot produce their own food are known as heterotrophs. Now what basically the plants, they are characterized by the presence of chlorophyll, and they can produce their own food in presence of sunlight and carbon dioxide and water. So this process is known as photosynthesis, and only the plants are capable of autotrophic mode of nutrition. There are certain bacteria also, these are known as chemoautotroph. So heterotrophs are those which cannot produce their own food and are dependent on other organisms for their nutrition. So friends, we are going to discuss about the heterotrophic mode of nutrition and what are the classification in heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So friends, heterotrophic mode of nutrition, I have told you that it's a mode of nutrition in which the organisms cannot produce their own food and are dependent on others for their growth and survival. Which means in heterotrophic mode of nutrition, they consume other organisms. They consume other organisms. Now, heterotrophic mode of nutrition can be classified into three categories. What are these? Holozoic mode of nutrition, saprophytic mode of nutrition and parasitic mode of nutrition. Now, what is holozoic mode of nutrition, friends? When the solid food is ingested, which means taken for consumption, it is known as holozoic mode of nutrition. Whereas in saprophytic mode of nutrition, the organism obtains the nutrition from dead and decaying matter. Whereas parasitic mode of in parasitic mode of nutrition, one organism known as the parasite obtains the nutrition from another organism's body known as host, and in this process the host is severely affected whereas the parasite gets benefited. So friends, holozoic mode of nutrition is nothing but feeding of consumption of solid food, and holozoic mode of nutrition can be classified into three categories. What are these? In holozoic mode of nutrition, we have herbivores, they consume solid food like grass. Carnivores also are under this category of holozoic mode of nutrition where they consume flesh, and those organisms which can consume both the plants and animal products are known as omnivorous. Now what are the process involved in the holozoic mode of nutrition? There are few steps involved or stages involved in the holozoic mode of nutrition: ingestion, that is intake of food; digestion, that is breaking down of the food particles into smaller and absorbable forms; absorption, what is absorption? When these food particles that are broken down are absorbed in the body. What is assimilation? When these particles that have been absorbed are utilized for energy production. And what is digestion? The removal of undigested food particles is known as egestion. Now friends, herbivores, those consuming the plants only, they are known as herbivores. What are carnivores? Carnivores are the one who consumes the basically the herbivores. Now these are known as primary consumers, these are known as secondary consumers, these are known as tertiary consumers, and the plants, they are known as producers. Producers. Now, parasitic mode of nutrition is a special type of nutrition in which one organism known as parasite obtain nutrients from another organism known as host. Okay, and in this method, what happens? The host is severely affected, which means whatever nutrition is obtained in the parasitic body, it is directly obtained from the body of the host, that is basically feeding on his blood or various other fluids. Moving towards the next slide, friends, we have parasites, the different types of parasites. Now parasites are classified into two categories based on where are they present. Okay, whenever the parasite is present outside the body of the host, it is known as ectoparasite, and when it is present inside the body of the host, it is known as endoparasite. See guys, take lice, these are present outside the body, not inside. So that is why they are known as ecto, whereas endoparasites, they are inside the body of the host. They are inside the body of the host. Now saprotrophic mode of nutrition, it's a type of mode of nutrition in which the organism is dependent totally on dead and decaying matter, and they absorb nutrition from this dead and decaying matter present in their surrounding. This organism survive because of saprotrophic nutrition are known as saprophytes, and the organisms that follow this type of nutrition is known as saprophytes. Saprophytes or saprotrophs. Saprophytes or saprotroph, examples mushrooms, molds, etc. are the examples of this particular mode of nutrition. So friends, this was all from my side about nutrition. This was a brief idea about nutrition. So if you want to learn more topics in a simple manner, stay connected with Edufy. Thank you.